Good afternoon, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of the course Diploma in Human Resource Management, we will be discussing Hind Mazdoor Panchayat. With that, we will go through UTUC and Center of Indian Trade Union, that is CITU. Okay, with that also we will go through National Front of Indian Trade Unions, NFITU. Then we will go through union structure and we will go through Trade Unions Amendment Act 2001. Okay, so let's see what is it. See, the Hind Mazdoor Panchayat. It is one from the central unions. Its objective is to organize and promote the establishment of a democratic socialist society in India and to further the economic, political, social and cultural interest of the Indian working class. Okay, means what it does. Yes, it strives harder. Yes, it strives harder to organize and promote the establishment of a democratic socialist society in India. See, whenever the workers, they are working with you, any worker, okay, for example, or for illustration purpose, let's think about any employee who is working with you. This person, this employee, whenever he works with you, what is his motive? Yes, he needs to satisfy his individual goals, right? With your work, with your organization goals, he also tries to satisfy his goals. Right? Right? Okay, whenever he is working with you, what he needs from you as an employee? Yes, his interest or his rewards, okay, whatsoever might be associated with your organization, it should not be affected. This much is his motive, right? So Hind Mazdoor Panchayat, what it does, it also organizes the worker and promotes the establishment of democratic socialist society. Is it? Means which is made for people, which is of people and which will be led by the people. Okay, further, okay, how the interest of the Indian working class or the workers of India, okay, it will be safeguarded, it will be protected. This is kept into mind. Okay, getting it? Then to provide full opportunities, yes, to provide full opportunities for the development of mental and physical personality of the workers. See, whenever we think about the workers, whenever we think about the workers, what these workers do? So, whenever we consider Hind Mazdoor Panchayat, to give full opportunities, to provide full opportunities for the development of mental and physical personality of workers, this is also one of the motive. Means what? Yes, the employees should be given so if the employees, they are given adequate scope to flourish themselves, to promote mental and physical health, to mental and physical skills, knowledge, to learn something which is new, surely what will happen? Yes, it will help them to pursue new opportunities, and develop themselves as well as, whenever their mental and physical personality it is developed, yes, it will be benefiting the organization itself, right? Then to strive for getting a living wage to all workers. This is also one of the objective of Hind Mazdoor Panchayat. What is it? To strive for getting a living wage to all workers. See, what is living wage? Yes, the wage should be that sufficient. The wage should be that sufficient through which the employee should be able to make his livelihood. To make his livelihood. So living wage means what? Yes, living wage itself means that we should be able to at least do our expenditure, right, through that wage. In the same sense, living wage here means that the worker should be able to make his expenditure, to make his livelihood through that. Then to guarantee work to every worker. What it means? Yes, it means that each person should be having work into his hand. Yes, each person should be having work into his hand. Why? Yes, if each one has a work, then surely the national income, it will increase, right? The economic growth is somewhere related to it. So in the same sense, the workers, they will be notified for the work, they will get the work, each hand will be having the work, is it? this guarantee is given by Hind Mazdoor Panchayat. Okay, then to get full social security measures and comprehensive medical care introduced by the industry for workers. Okay, see, social security measures and comprehensive medical care. Why an industry should introduce this? See, for example, if the worker he meets with any accident, okay, if the worker he meets with any type of accident, then what happens? If the worker meets with an accident, yes, what about his dependents? Yes, his dependents can't do their expenditure because they were fully dependent on whom? Yes, they were fully dependent upon this person itself for their livelihood, right? Okay, so even whenever the worker he is working into your organization, whenever the worker he is working into your organization, at that time, okay, at that time, if he meets with an accident, then if that accident results into his disability, then surely what will happen? Yes, it will badly affect, yes, it will badly affect he himself as well as the people who are dependent upon him. Okay, so whenever we think about, okay, whenever we think about such type of employees, whenever we think about such type of employees, okay, what is crucial? Yes, the social security, social safety, it is needed. Okay, with this, what is the another thing? Yes, medical care. Okay, means whenever the employee he is working with you, whenever the employee he is working with you, is it, what else is should be needed? See, whenever the worker is working with you, if he meets with any sickness, okay, if he falls sick, then is it, he will take a leave, okay, and in the leave period, what you will be doing? Yes, you will not pay him wage, is it? Due to this, what will happen then? Yes, it will surely result into it will surely result into yes, unrest among the workers. So what Hind Mazdoor Panchayat says, it says that provide such type of social security measure as well as medical care to your employees. Okay, this is one of the objective of Hind Mazdoor Sangh. Okay, after that, to get adequate leisure for workers in the form of reasonable hours of work and holiday with pay. Okay, what it means? Yes, whenever the workers they are working with you, whenever the workers they are working with you, what you should be doing? Yes, you should give a halt to the workers, is it? You should give leisure time to the workers. Okay, means what? Yes, after your employee works for a whole day, if you are not even giving that person break, then if you are not even giving that person adequate break, then what will happen? Yes, he is a human being, right? He is a human being. After some time, yes, his energy, his energy drops down. Okay, his energy drops down. Due to this, what will happen? Yes, he needs break, and if you are not giving him break, then what will happen? Yes, surely it will badly affect his health, is it? Which will further result into absenteeism, is it? So, okay, you should always care about your employees, right? Okay, you should be caring about your employees. Okay, so what you can do is, yes, you can grant holidays with pay to this person, as well as you can give strict breaks to this person. Then, to arrange for adequate housing facilities. Okay, to arrange for adequate housing facility. This is also the next motive. This is also the next motive of this person, this panchayat. Okay, to arrange for adequate housing facility, because if the accommodation facility is not available to the students, to the workers, then surely they will not be able to work properly, right? Okay. Then, to arrange for the introduction of free and compulsory education and facilities for vocational guidance, to get effective recognition of right of collective bargaining, to cooperate with other organizations in the country and outside having similar aims and objects, and to secure and maintain for workers freedom of association, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, freedom of press, and the right to strike. Okay, these are all the objectives. Okay, of Hind Mazdoor Panchayat, means it collaborates with other unions who are working or who are striving harder for promoting the trade unions, for safeguarding the interest of workers, is it? Then what it does is, okay, freedom of association, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, all these things they are done by Hind Mazdoor Panchayat. Okay, so in excess to this, there are other trade unions also who strive harder. Which are those? Let's see. Then next one is UTUC. Okay, UTUC, that is United Trade Union Congress. Union Trade Union Congress. Okay, what are its objectives? Let's see. Yes, to establish a socialist society in India, to establish a workers and peasants state in India, to nationalize and socialize pertaining the means of production, distribution, and exchange. Then, to safeguard and promote the interest, rights and privileges of the workers in all matters, social, cultural, economic and political. Then, to secure and maintain workers' freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of association, freedom of assembly, right to strike, right to work or maintenance, and the right to social security, and to bring about unity in the trade union movement. Okay, then the second union is National Front of India Trade Unions. Okay, what are the objectives of this union? See, to organize and unite trade unions with the object of building up a national central organization of trade unions independent of political parties, employers, and the government to further the cause of labor and that of national solidarity, security, and defense of India, and to make the working people conscious of their rights as well as obligations in all spheres of life. Then to secure to members of trade unions full facilities of recognition and effective representation of interest of workers, and to ensure for the working people fair conditions of life and service, and progressively to raise their social, economic, and cultural state and conditions. Then to help in every possible way member trade unions in their fight to raise real wages of the workers, and to endeavor to secure for the members of affiliated trade unions adoption of progressive legislation for their welfare, and to ensure the effective enforcement of the rights and interests of members of affiliated trade unions and for the working people in general. Okay. Then the next one is Center of Indian Trade Union, that is commonly known as CITU. Okay, what is CITU? What are its objectives? And what are the policies of CITU? Okay, let's see. The CITU believes that the exploitation of the working class can be ended only by socializing all means of production, distribution, and exchange, and establishing a socialist state, that is, it stands for the complete emancipation of the society from all exclusion and exploitations. The CITU fights against all encroachments on the economic and social rights of the workers and the enlargement of their rights and liberties, including the right to strike, for winning, defending, and extending the freedom of the democratic trade union movement. In the fight for the immediate interest of the working class, the CITU demands nationalization of all foreign monopoly concerns who barbarously exploit the working class, nationalization of all concerns owned by Indian monopolists and big industry who garner huge profits at the expense of all of the workers, who exploit the people by pegging prices at a high level, and who dictate the anti-labor and anti-people policies of the government. Then the next policy is the CITU fights against the repressive policy of the government towards the democratic and trade union movement. It fights against its economic policy of safeguarding the interest of capitalists and landlords and peeling burdens of the common man and the working class through increasing taxation and inflation. It fights for replacing the present bourgeois landlord regime by a democratic regime. It finally adheres to the position that no social transformation can be brought about without class struggle, and shall constantly repel attacks to take the working class along the path of class collaboration. Okay, see, the structure of trade unions in India varies from organization to organization. However, whenever we consider the trade unions, okay, the trade unions which we have gone through till now, okay, all these trade unions, they are very different from each other, is it? But their objectives are one and the same. What are their objectives? Their objectives is to safeguard the interest of the workers. Is it? The association wants to protect the workers against the injustice previously done to them. Is it? Because what happens, see, what happens, the workers or the employees of your organization, the workers or the employees of your organizations, is it? What they do? Yes, what they do? Yes, they strive harder. Okay, they strive harder to protect the interests of the employees. Okay, why? Because see, often what it is seen that okay, the employees, they are not, or the workers, they are not given adequate, okay, they are not given adequate remuneration, that is a fair wage. Or many of the workers, as it though they do have skills contained into them, still, okay, still they are not having, okay, they are not having adequate, they are not having, they are not having they are not having adequate, they are not having the adequate work into their hands, is it? Or the wage which is given to him, to this worker, it is not that enough. Okay, or the next thing itself is, yes, whenever we consider the workers or the employees, whenever we consider the workers or employees, okay, the worker or employee, these people, they are not provided with adequate working conditions, is it? Or they are not given leaves, frequent leaves, okay, whenever they are in need of it. Okay, due to this, what happens? Yes, due to this, surely yes, due to this, surely what happens? Okay, these people, their energy, the stamina, okay, results into stressful situations. Okay, then let's see the union structure. What is the union structure all about? See, the union structure comprises of 4 unions. Okay, first is craft union. Okay, craft union. What is the craft union? The workers belonging to the same craft, okay, specialized skill or same occupation can form their trade union irrespective of industry or trade they be employed. Industry or trade they be employed. For example, mechanists working in different industries may form a union of mechanists only. In the same way, electricians, carpenters, and turners may form their separate unions. Therefore, craft unions are open to members of a certain trade or skill, like Air India Navigators Unions and Indian Pilots Guilds. Okay, the main drawback of this union is that during strike in craft union, the entire working of the organization paralyzed because the workers of this union cannot be easily replaced by other workers. Okay, their union generally oppose technological advances in the organization. See, craft union means, yes, it is related to a specialized skill. Okay, for example, the mechanics. Yes, for example, the mechanics. Yes, they are from the same trade, is it? They have the same skills, they have the same efficiency and all. Okay, so whenever we consider such type of people, is it? Whenever they form a team and collaboratively, they form a union. Okay, see, if there are some demands of them, if they are not satisfied, is it, what they do? They enter into strike, is it? They enter into strike. And when such type of strike is announced, Okay, if such type of strike is announced, then what happens? Yes, the whole organization, the whole industry, it stops functioning. It stops functioning, is it? So such type of union is called as craft union. Okay, getting it? Then the next union is industrial union. The workers on the basis of industry can form unions irrespective of their craft. For example, if the entire workforce of a cement industry decides to form a union consisting of workers of different craft, the union is called as industrial union. Therefore, an industrial union is open to the members of workers of a factory like Girni Kamgar Union at Bombay. This type of union encourages workers' solidarity and makes negotiation easy because a single agreement covers all the workers of a particular industry. One major drawback of this type of union is that skilled workers in it feel that their specific demands are not scientifically taken care of. See, industrial union means what? Yes, industrial union itself means that, okay, industrial union itself means that, okay, see, a particular industry, for example, XYZ industry, okay, all the employees, okay, might be from different skills, having different designations, okay, having different knowledge, okay. These people, as they fall under a single title of industry, okay, they form a group, they form an association, is it? And okay, these people, what they do, they form association and they work togetherly, okay, they work togetherly, okay. Such type of association is called as industry union, okay, means belonging to a particular industry, okay. Then general unions believe in the solidarity of working class, hence their membership is open to workers of different skills and trades engaged in different industries. See, such type of general unions, what are they? Okay, such unions, as the suffix itself says that general, means anybody from any industry, okay, having any skill can join such type of union, okay. So such type of union is called as general union. Then it is federations, okay. These are the national level apex bodies in which plant level unions, craft unions, industrial unions and general unions are affiliated. They coordinate the affairs of various unions in their fold, okay. See, federations means what? Yes, a group of federations means a group of all the industries, okay. Federations means what? A group of all the industries. What they do? Yes, collaboratively, yes, what they do is jointly they consider all the unions, okay, all the unions, rights of all the unions. They are yes, federations work at the national level and they are the combination or collection of all the units, all the unions working in the country. So what are the craft unions? Craft unions are, yes, the workers belonging to the same skills, they form craft unions, okay. Means, for example, mechanics, okay, they have the same skills, is it? So they form a association which is called as craft union, okay, getting it? Then it is industrial union. For example, XYZ industry, ABC industry, Okay, the workers working into this type of industry, okay, whenever they form a union, it will be called as industry union. Okay, then it is general union. General union means, okay, the unions, they are formed in such a way that any person from any region, from any industry, from any job, any occupation, okay, being a part of any industry, he can be a member of such type of union. So it is called a general union. Okay, then the federations or confederations, industrial unions either of the same industry or of different industry may form into an association in order to improve trade union unity or strength. Such a union of unions, okay, the federation is unions of unions. Okay, during the critical situations, unions or the federations in different industries may resort to concentrated action without losing their individuality. In such situations, the federations form into an association, and such an association is called as confederation. For example, Federation of Indian Railways, P&T, central government employees may form into a confederation. Okay. Then Trade Union Amendment Act 2001. What is this act all about? Okay, the act which is it provides registration to the trade unions of employers and workers. Okay, such type of act is Trade Unions Act 2001. It is an amendment, actually means the additions they are made into the main act. Okay, the Trade Union Act 1926, it provides for registration of trade unions of employers and workers, and in certain respects it defines the law relating to registered trade unions. It confers legal and corporate status on registered trade unions. The act is administered by the concerned state governments. Certain provisions of the act were amended and given effect to from 9th January 2002. Okay, see why this act is made. The act is made to protect the trade unions and also to give rules and regulations to the trade unions, means how to operate, how to form, how to register, how to work, is it, what are the things which we can do, which we can't do, is it, establishing the code of conduct to the trade unions, is it. Some of the silent features of the Trade Union Amendment Act 2001 are: see, no trade union of workmen shall be registered unless at least 10% of or 100, which is less, subject to a minimum of 7 workmen engaged or employed in the establishment or industry with which it is connected, are the members of such trade union on the date of making of application for registration. Okay, see, whenever we consider trade union, whenever we consider the trade union, yes, no trade union of workmen shall be registered unless at least 10% or 100, whichever is less, subject to a minimum of 7 workmen engaged or employed in the establishment or industry with which it is connected, are the members of such trade union on the date of making of application for registration. While making application, this condition should be considered. Then a registered trade union of workmen shall at all times continue to have less than 10% or 100% of workmen, whichever is less, subject or minimum of 7 persons engaged or employed in the establishment or industry with which it is connected as its members. Okay, this is also important. See, a registered trade union, what is supposed to do? Yes, a registered trade union of workmen shall at all times continue to have less than 10% or 100 of the workmen, whichever is less, subject or minimum of 7 persons engaged or employed in the establishment of industry with which it is connected as its members. Then all the office bearers of a registered trade union except not more than 1/3 of the total number of office bearers or 5 whichever is less, shall be persons actually engaged or employed in the establishment or industry with which the trade union is connected. Then, minimum rate of subscription by members of the trade union is fixed at 1 rupee per annum in case of rural workers, 3 rupees per annum in case of unorganized sector workers, and 12 rupees per annum in case of, yes, all other categories of workers. Okay. Unions are authorized to set up separate political fund for the promotion of civil and political interests. See, all these are the amendments given by the Trade Union Act 2001. Okay, means, yes, why Trade Union Amendment Act is passed? Yes, it defines law related to registered trade union. Okay, also it confers legal and corporate status on registered trade unions. Okay, the act is administered by the concerned state governments. Okay, whichever might be the concerned trade unions. Okay, they are registered under this act. Okay, there are certain conditions related to it. There is subscription, minimum rate of subscription for the members. Okay, then there are conditions put forth for the office bearers. Okay, to register trade union there are also conditions. Okay, for registration what is needed, that is also given in the amendment. Is it? So this is all about trade union, your unit number 3 into the paper Management of Industrial Relations, which is related to the course Diploma in Human Resource Management. Okay, so I will be posting notes of this said unit into your group. Okay, so with this I conclude today's lecture. Thank you.